What's up, everybody? It's the Baked Runner. Here we are, week number 4 with the 90-day health challenge with John. How you feeling, John?
I'm good.
Right on. Good to see. So, as always, you know what we like to do first thing. Get John to peel it off and jump on the scale and see how things are going.
All right, let's see how it is. $246.4. That's from 250 for last week.
That's right. So
solid 4 pounds again.
Another 4 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. The guy's kicking butt and looking good. So he's feeling great and doing a lot of different things. Helps keep the weight coming off. And how are you been feeling?
Good. Getting out for some longer, quicker exercise.
Nice.
21 kilometers of walking in the last week.
Wow.
3 different walks, and the
nice.
pace on the walks are getting quicker. My knees feel good. My ankles feel good. And definitely as the weight's coming off, it's easier to go longer without the joints complaining. So
yeah,
that's nice. I like to see that keep going and go even farther.
Nice, nice. And how's the green drink and the lemon water and everything in the mornings going?
Oh, it's good. I crave it now. If I don't have it first thing, then I'm aching to get back home and have it quickly.
Yep, just like we said, once the body starts recognizing that nutrition, it starts to crave it, and something that at the beginnings might seem like a chore ends up being a treat, which is amazing to have happen for sure. So, and how has the movement exercises and everything been going? How are you feeling as far as limbering up and stuff? Yeah,
it's nice to really take a moment out of the day and get all limbered up, and the earlier the better, and really sets you up for success for the rest of the day. Good. Even something as simple as going up and down the stairs or walk into the car and you're not feeling like, ow.
Yeah, so, for sure.
Little change, but all the little changes together kind of add up. And it's good.
Right on. And so in the intermittent fasting, how are you feeling with that, shortened window of eating? Are you finding it manageable? Or
it's just normal now.
Yeah.
I don't miss the old way of doing it because I feel better now.
Yeah.
Before I'd wake up and I'd still be bloated and full from the big meal late at night the day before and all the snacks after that. So now I try not to eat my morning meal till mid-morning, somewhere between 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Have kind of a brunch type thing. And maybe sometimes it's more breakfast focused. Today it was just some cut veggies and chicken.
Perfect.
And then the dinner is usually somewhere between 5 and 6. So that's good. And then after dinner, I don't have anything else. And I go to bed feeling satisfied. I wake up feeling good instead of
That's amazing for sure. I mean, that's all of the things is that once you give your body that chance to adapt, it makes a big difference, and before you know it, you're feeling good. These things are make the body feel really good. The body adapts and wants to be on those types of a program. So that's amazing to hear. So this week, what we're going to add for John, or should I say subtract for John, is a couple of things. One thing that we wanted to talk about is sugar. Sugar is one of the main things that gives people extra calories, and if anybody is a label reader, they'll know that there is more sugar in things than we would ever even imagine.
And that just goes right here.
It goes straight there. Basically, that's it. Because we all know that refined sugar has absolutely no nutritional benefit at all. It's 100% empty calories. So what that means is it basically goes straight there without giving anything else.
And it's addictive too. The more you have it, the more you want it.
That's very true too.
What a difference having nutrition instead.
It does. It makes a big difference, right? Because when you're eating the sugar, because they're empty calories, your body is recognizing it's getting something, but there's no nutrition there. So it's going, well, I need more because I'm not getting the nutrition. So I need more and more and more. That's where that addictiveness comes from. When you're eating meals that have the nutrients, the vitamins, the minerals, all of those things, the body says, I'm satiated. I've gotten what I need to survive and to thrive. So that's amazing. That's great that you recognize that. Now, I just have a few things written down as far as for anyone out there. You have to kind of start becoming a bit of a label reader. I know it's a bit of a pain in the butt, but really eliminating sugar is a huge step. And, there is lots of good products out there that are available without sugar. So really, when you're out there looking, what you want to do is you want to look at the label. Of course, obviously sugar, corn syrup, high fructose corn syrup especially, dextran, dextrose, fructose, glucose, lactose, maltodextrin, sucrose. These are the most common names used for sugar in products. So when you look at the products that you're buying, make sure that you're saying, I want to be, making sure that none of these words are in the label that, of the items that I'm purchasing. So are you up for the challenge of going sugar-free from this point on?
Absolutely, let's do it.
Nice work, John. Nice work. So the other thing that I wanted to talk about is a lot of times people refer to it as the 5 white poisons. I'm not so dramatic. I don't want anybody getting too uptight. So what I'll say is the 5 white problems. Okay, so obviously one of those white problems is sugar. So that's one. The other is table salt, sodium chloride. Table salt is another thing, just like sugar, that has been refined. It's been stripped of its minerals, and it really is, an addictive. It's non-beneficial for the body. So really what you want to do is you want to replace that with an unrefined sea salt, which I know John already has done, which makes a big difference. It tastes just as good. It's delicious, and it can go in all your recipes. For a sugar replacement, honey is amazing. Also, there's a few other things like coconut sugar that's out there, and things that can go really well, to take that sugar out. The other thing that is on the list of the 5 white problems is white flour. So white flour, you have to realize, it's white bread. It's also in a lot of pastries and cookies and stuff like that. And as well, what most people don't realize is the white pasta is also white flour. So the other things on there is white rice. So white rice can be easily replaced with a whole grain rice. A whole grain is by far the best to get into your diet, as opposed to a white rice. It can be really delicious, and it's goes really well as a side. And the other thing is white pasteurized milk. So those 5 things are some of the main problems that people can deal with, that can give some health problems. And as well, it's something that's in a lot of foods that we eat. And, eliminating those 5 things can make an absolute world of difference to your health. So, John, what do you think, my man? Are you down for getting rid of those as well, too?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay, sounds good. So those things there are going to be a huge benefit to John's health. It's going to be a little bit tricky because he's going to have to do a little bit more label reading for sure. But this is going to really jump things up to the next level. So I'm really excited for John that he's going to do that. Another thing that John and I talked about that is a real tough one, but he's ready for, is no eating out and no ordering in. Are you still okay with that?
Yep.
So it can be tricky. I mean, John's got, kids, he's got a wife, he's got everybody that's around. So if it comes to the point that he needs to, what he's going to do is not partake. If anybody else is ordering in or going out, he's going to be doing his own thing at home. So that's going to take a little bit of extra guts as well too. So good for you, John. That's going to make a huge difference this week, those things. And going forward, some of the hardest things to do, but definitely has the biggest payoffs. to do it. So another thing that John and I were talking about was his movement in the mornings and stuff like that he's been doing. And as well, what he mentioned to me is, if he's doing a chore, he's doing something, and all of a sudden he finds himself with a little bit of extra time, he's coming to mind like, oh, I can be given a little stretch in this moment. I can be getting a little bit of, exercise in this moment. So that's an amazing thing as well too, for John to be doing, is that these things are starting to become, front of mind for him. So that when he has these extra moments, he's all of a sudden thinking of taking advantage of them and doing something for his health. So that's amazing.
Yeah, there can be, I kind of had some challenge this week with how am I going to fit all the things into my busy schedule. So, if that's something that you're struggling with, how do I be healthy and still fit it within the time that I have? I've really found that it's not, it doesn't need to be as complicated as it seems up front. So, for example, I was kind of trying to skip ahead a little bit and do some complex recipes from scratch that were super healthy vegan stuff, and I just didn't have the time to be doing that, and so it was kind of a moment where I'm like, oh, I'm bummed out that this isn't working, but then my eureka moment, I don't need to create all this complexity. It's very simple to throw a salad together or steam some vegetables or throw some veggies in the oven. I don't have to go through all these crazy steps to get nutrition. So we can layer things like that in later. But for now, for me and for you guys, anyone else that's joining along here and trying this, keep it simple, layer it in easily. Don't bite off more than you can chew and get bummed out and go, oh, I'm going to quit. It's better to take little baby steps, keep it simple, and keep the progression going, as you see that I've been able to do here with the help of Todd. So thank you, Todd.
Amazing. Those are definitely some good points there for sure. Getting too complex sometimes can make things a little bit more hard than they have to be. Remember, nature's fast food, nuts, seeds, fruit, vegetables, these products can be grabbed and eaten basically raw. They have a lot of nutritional value, and you don't have to do a lot of prep for them. But when you are going to cook a meal, you can keep it simple. Like John said, really getting too complex, especially if that adds some stress to your life, it just isn't the way to go. The good thing is as well is that as time goes on and you transition into a healthier lifestyle, you'll get those to-go, things that you're just, have on your list that when you're in a rush, it's your go-to thing that is healthy, it is easy, and once you get into that routine, those types of things, just become less and less stressful for sure. So, yeah, great job just this week, John. That's awesome. So we're really excited to see what another week goes. I mean, John is kicking some serious butt. He's down basically 14 pounds in 3 weeks, which is such an amazing job, and it's come off in a very healthy manner. And, he's feeling great. He's looking good. He's happy. His body feels good. He told me today that he had one of the best days at work that he's had. And, this is the Christmas season. So for someone to have, a really busy day during the Christmas rush and have one of their best days at work that they've ever had, that's a real sign that they're feeling good and they're happy. Their hormone levels are balanced and their body and stuff is feeling really good. So that's excellent to hear.
Yeah, for sure. And the nice thing about this, we're looking at it from a total nutrition and health perspective, but even if you just focus in on just diet and weight, this is a really nice thing about this. I'm not seeing peaks and valleys every day. It's just a very consistent, slow and steady weight loss, and as a result, the rest of me is feeling really good too. I used to have a lot of knee pain and ankle pain, just from carrying a lot of extra weight, and even though it's only 14 pounds gone so far, it's a world of a difference. So I can't wait till it's 40 pounds. It's going to be amazing.
And it's gonna go that way for sure. You know, it's amazing to see that, you know, this is just working so well, and it will just continue to. And with John really sticking to, you know, the plan that we have in place, you know, being gung ho and on board for, you know, the new things coming into play, you know, week by week, adding just those few little things, taking away just those few little things. It's really building a foundation for success for John, and you know, it's amazing to see. And without a doubt, that 40 pounds will definitely be obtained, and you know, then his goals from there are going to just continue to go up. So
yeah, it's really easy too. Just like Todd said, we're not making huge changes. You know, each week he gives me a little bit extra to do of something, or take away something else that I used to do. So it's gives me time to build that good habit or break that bad habit, and then when the next week comes around, it's already part of my daily routine, and we're ready to layer something else in. So if you're looking to be losing weight, getting more healthy, really start watching these videos in order from the beginning, and follow the progression that we've done so far, and you'll start seeing these results too.
Awesome, John. That sounds amazing. Okay, everybody, have a great week. I'm the Baked Runner, and we're out.